Gabby Douglas is vaulting back into competition.
Yes, you heard that right. She's ready to get back to the game, or tournament, or competition, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, the point is, she's back after almost 6 years. Now, despite the excitement about her comeback, fans and critics alike are wondering if she's ready for this. Gabrielle Christina Victoria Douglas, famously known as simply Gabby Douglas, is an American artistic gymnast who, at the 2012 Olympic Games in London, became both the first American to claim gold medals in the team and individual all-around events. And so she became the first African American to win the all-around title. Douglas grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia, where she practiced gymnastics from the age of 6. My first introduction to gymnastics was through my older sister, Arielle, Gabby shared in an interview. She explained that Arielle used to be a gymnast and Gabby saw her doing gymnastics drills. I wanted to do what she was doing, so she taught me how to do my first cartwheel. My mom said that by the end of the week, I was teaching myself one-armed cartwheels and aerials, and my sister was like, "You need to put this kid in gymnastics." Simply put, they saw raw talent and potential. I was always an adrenaline junkie, Gabby further shared. When I was 3, I would climb up the door frames on walls and just sit there. From a young age, I did it for fun. I never knew it was going to be something that I did, my career. I just fell in love with gymnastics. And so, by age 9, Gabby realized that she wanted to take the sport seriously. "I want to pursue the Olympic path," she declared. Fast forward to 2010, at the young age of 14, Gabby left her family and moved in with a host family in West Des Moines, Iowa, where she started training with prominent coach Liang Chow. Unsurprisingly, Douglas soon began to attract attention at national competitions, especially after she finished 4th in the all-around event at the 2010 Natasha Lukin Supergirl Cup, tied for 3rd on the uneven bars, and placed 7th all-around at the 2011 Visa Championships. She was named to the senior national team and helped the United States earn the team gold at the 2011 World Championships, where she also placed 5th on the uneven bars. Douglas's skills on the uneven bars, specifically her ability to gain extraordinary height in the air when releasing from the apparatus, led U.S. team coordinator Martha Caroli to dub her the Flying Squirrel, a nickname that Douglas and her coterie of fans embraced. However, it was not as smooth sailing as you may have thought. Before grabbing World Championship gold for the first time, an injured Douglas fell 7 times during the televised 2011 USA National Championships. Her confidence was beaten. It took a new coaching team and regime to persuade her she could do it all. It was that drive. It was, "I'm not going to be embarrassed again. I have a talent and I'm going to use it," Douglas revealed. Fueled by her mother's mantra that she must inspire a generation, Douglas came out blazing in 2012. At the 2012 Visa Championships, Douglas narrowly lost the all-around gold to Jordan Weber, the reigning world and national all-around champion. In addition to taking the all-around silver medal, Douglas claimed gold on the uneven bars and bronze in the floor exercise. Then, at the Olympic Games in London, she was unstoppable in the blue-ribboned all-around event, before following it up with Team Gold. Douglas was the only one of the USA quintet, nicknamed the Fierce Five, to compete on all 4 apparatus. Within a week, American gymnast Gabby Thomas won 2 Olympic gold medals at the London Summer Games. First, when she anchored the U.S. team's first-place performance, and another after winning the individual all-around event. And Douglas did so in style, with energy that had her bouncing around the floor as the crowd clapped along to her music. She twirled and spun into the corners, setting up bursts of tumbling that saw her hit great heights and stick nearly all of her landings. The only close call she faced was a hop that nearly saw her put a foot out of bounds. But Douglas's final performance won over the crowd and the judges, who gave her a score of 15.033. With her teammates Kyla Ross, Jordan Weber, and Michaela Maroney cheering her on from the stands, Douglas took the gold and announced herself as America's star gymnast of these Olympics.
Gabby has to be probably one of the hardest working people, maybe like the most low-maintenance person. She tries hard, never cheats on her numbers.
After that, Gabby took 2 years off from competitive gymnastics before returning to the U.S. national team in November 2014. At the 2015 Artistic Gymnastics World Championships, she won a gold medal in the team event and a silver in the all-around. The following year, she won a team gold at the Rio de Janeiro Olympic Games, but failed to win an individual medal. On that note, Gabby last competed in the 2016 Summer Olympics. In an interview, Gabby shared, "The last Olympic Games were pretty rough for me. I was not expecting a whole bunch of criticism on every single thing I did. Sure, I was expecting a little here and there because I had dealt with it in 2012, but I was caught off guard by the extent of it." Gabby noted that even though you have to perform, you also have to look your best. But sometimes you don't have makeup in your bag, or you sweat, or you don't have a brush. She shared that some gymnasts don't wear makeup, and people say, "Oh, she looks rough." Makeup is to me a part of being in character, like a bow in your hair. And then of course people say, "Why do you have makeup on?" This is a competition, not a beauty pageant. You don't need makeup, you look pretty without it. You can't please everybody, so just do your normal, she added. In light of this,
Gabby announced she was stepping away from social media to focus on her mental health.
So when Gabby took to social media to announce her comeback, fans were pleasantly surprised. In mid-July, 3-time Olympic gold medalist Gabby Thomas announced on Instagram that she would return to gymnastics competition in 2024. In an Instagram post, Gabby shared, "I wanted to find the joy again for the sport that I absolutely love doing. I know I have a huge task ahead of me, and I am beyond grateful and excited to get back out on the floor. And even more grateful for all of your support and love. It truly means so much. There's so much to be said, but for now, let's do this. Hashtag 2024. Simply put, Gabby's post seems to hint that she plans to compete in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Should she qualify, Douglas, who is 27, would be the oldest woman to qualify for the U.S. gymnastics team. I just missed hearing the equipment, flying through the air, connecting these different types of moves," she said in a Time Person of the Week podcast published recently. The said podcast was believed to be the first published interview of her comeback. A few days ago, Gabby posted a picture on Instagram with the caption, "First camp back." Notably, Gabby said in a previous interview, "When I started this journey, I never knew what it actually took to get to the Olympics. I thought it was train, make it on the team, go to the Olympics. I had to sacrifice a normal kind of life for gymnastics, but I didn't mind. Gymnastics is what I was going to eat, breathe, and sleep. It takes a lot to be an Olympic athlete. You have to be amazing and you have to work hard. You may have a talent, but the people who work harder than you will surpass you." Speaking of talent, watch Noah Lyles exhibit his.